Hey there, kids. Brother Head at you. Welcome to the October Headcast live stream unboxing review show. I know this is all I'm working on things, making new intros, trying to make this as entertaining as possible for anyone out there watching. So hope you guys enjoyed the intro. I may be adjusting it up as I get new toys and what have you, but let me know what you think. Let's start off again at the very bottom. There's a phone number. You can call and leave a message at 1-559-500-3182. Again, call and leave a message at 559-500-3182. Hit the like and subscribe buttons down at the bottom if you like what I'm doing here. Again, I'm here almost every month reviewing toys that I've purchased either through Amazon, Hasbro Pulse, Big Bad Toy Store, wherever that may be at. I've got boxes and boxes of toys to go through, so I've been holding on to things, and I wasn't sure I was going to open it or not, but you know what? I need to open it. And again, I'm placing my Joes up there on the top shelf, as you can kind of see in the background there. So let's go and get started. Today I'm wearing my Bazooka t-shirt. Very nice. I like it. And let's get started with today's show. So today, first up, one of my pride and joys. Something I've been waiting on for a while. I seem to be in the minority, but you know what? Oh, well, I enjoy it. Raptor from G.I. Joe. This is a Cobra Trooper. His name's Chip Raptor Talon and General Ledger. Again, we've got the plastic packaging, which I enjoy, as we've talked about. We get to see what we have inside. That way, if you're buying it in the store, you can actually see if the toy's there or someone stole things out of it, because people are horrible. I got the Cobra logo because he's the Cobra. G.I. Joe Classified Series. On the side, we got the little scanner thing you can scan. The QR code, that's what it's called. Wow. And we got a little image of Raptor here with the various little logos on the side. On this side, we get a nice drawing of Raptor. It's number 139 in the series. And on the back, we have a nice picture of Raptor in flight. We got some trouble bubbles in the background. I can't quite make it out. There's maybe a Joe vehicle here on the what is that called? The cliff. It shows a close-up of Raptor's face and of his wings. We'll get into my thoughts on this in just a minute, but again, the very top, we got the Cobra logo. Again, as I've talked about, and especially on the most recent episodes of G.I. Joe Royal American Headcast, which hasn't been released yet, but will be coming out soon. Due to life, things have been put on hold, but in November, I should have my shows start coming back out. Hopefully. Knock on wood. But anyways, as I've talked about on my show, I'm a big fan of Raptor. I know a lot of people think he's a little too silly. In fact, as we will talk about probably the December episode of the show, even Cobra Commander commented on how silly he is. And as I posted again last night on Facebook, that I seem to like the silly concept. I don't like the silly aspects of things for the most part, but I like the silly aspects of G.I. Joe for some reason. I like Raptor. I like the trouble bubble. I don't know what it is. It's just some of these things just strike a chord with me. Raptor is one of them. So let's go ahead and pop them open. I've got the scissors sitting closer this time instead of reaching and trying to find them. I was a little smarter this time. So we're going to go and cut the box open. And let's take a look at Raptor, boys and girls. As I struggle to get Raptor out of the box. Oh, there we go. Okay. So Raptor and his helmet and bird and weapons is in a packaging. And then we'll put this to the side for a moment. And then behind him on the background, as we've talked about in the past, we have his wings. The background is just a red background with Cobra logos on it. Not bad. Let's go and detach his wings first. And as I do this, again, as I always say, I would do this no matter what, because I enjoy talking about G.I. Joe. But I do like to make it enjoyable for people watching. So please let me know what I can do to make the show better, what I'm doing wrong. I love hearing from people, and I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on how I'm doing on the show. Do you guys like what I'm doing? Am I doing something wrong? Am I slowing the show down somewhere? Please let me know what you guys think about how I'm doing on here. But I know this takes a bit of time popping these off, but I like to pop this open on the air, so I can't do this ahead of time. There's all these little plastic ties holding the character in. Oops, not the character, but the wings and all that. So, okay, I've got all the straps off. We'll put the scissors to the side for now. So again, there's the back. It's very nice packaging. It'd be interesting. I think I like the ones better where it has the character drawing on the back, but it is what it is. But that's to the side. So here are Raptor's wings. It's not movable, but it's got like a little jet there. Instead of just wings like the original toy had, they're going more for the Marvel Cinematic Universe Vulture look, where it's actually metal wings and they actually serve more of a purpose than just a cape. This actually can fly with these. Previously, it was just a cape that didn't really allow them to fly. I guess if you jumped off a building, you could fly, but well, I guess it's more of a controlled, well, not really controlled, a landing, but it would glide a little bit, maybe. But anyways, the wings on this, like I said, they pivot, they can go in, and we'll see that more here in a minute. But the wings can fold all the way in. The back part of the wings goes in and out. And the hinge here goes in and out on both sides. So you can do different things with it. And again, they're going for more of a realistic look for Raptor. I don't know how I feel. I love Raptor, and I think this is a great design for him. But I don't know how I feel about their need that they feel they need to go more realistic. I mean, to me, that's part of the fun with Raptor is that he's a nutball with wings. So I'm undecided on if I like it or not. I do like it, but I prefer the original, just like a cape almost, is all the wings really are. For the original, I've got them on my shelf over here, the original one. His rubber band snaps, so he's leg in half right now, but I need to fix that. But these are Raptor's wings. We'll put them to the side, and then we'll move on to the man himself. Actually, first, before we move on to the man himself, we'll pull out his bird, which is, again, I forget his name, General Ledger. So again, here's his bird. I kind of wish they would have done like they did with, I think it was Freedom, and give him multiple wings. That way he could have wings spread out or in, but we have him flying. But he's got the hood on. He's got the perch, much like the original, except like the original, he had the wings spread out so he could fly. This one here, the wings are tucked in. Or I wish I would have gave you two birds, one with his wings tucked in and one with the wings out. I would have liked that better myself personally, but again, they didn't ask me what I thought. So now let's move on to the character himself. Again, he's got this tight packaging. Pull the character out. I will pull his headdress is taped in to hold it in a little better. I'm going to pull everything out, then I'll show you after I pull it out. But I will talk about it. He's got a knife, which is taped in. He's got a gun, a pistol. And then he's got some claws. I don't know what the original one came with as far as weapon. I know he didn't come with all of this. So, first off, let's look at the man himself. Here is Raptor. He's got the side of his head shaved. He's got a long hair in the back. He's got a bird uniform, if you will. A vest, that's what it's called. It looks like it could probably come off. It's a little, maybe. I'm just afraid of tearing anything, so I won't pull it off. He's got gloves with wings or feathers in it. He's got his belt, which is very loose, so it can spin around. He's got the bird emblem on his belt buckle. Where am I at? There I am. Again, he's got the feathers tucked into his boots. He's got a place for his gun. He's got a place here for his knife. He's got pouches on the side. Again, the feet move. They kind of swivel around. The ankle, not the ankles, but they have the ankles. That's the feet. They kind of move back and forth. The knees move back and forth. This knee's a little stiff, but not too bad. Again, his head spins. His waist can move. He can move at the waist and bend at the waist. Arms move, wrists move. All the points of articulation that we're used to with the classified figures nowadays. But here is Raptor. Again, they kind of kept the look of Raptor. He's got the black eye shot around his eyes like the original character did. I don't know about the hairstyle because he's supposed to be an accountant. I don't know. He'd probably get crap from the guys at work about his hairstyle, but you know what? It's Raptor. He in his spare time, he dresses up as a bird. So what do you expect? Like I said, for accessories, he comes with a handgun, a pistol, which can go into his holster. So there's the gun in the holster. He comes with a knife. There's a little knife he has. And again, the knife goes into, there's a holster on the back. You can see that. There you go. Knife goes into his holster. He's got the claws that, let's see how they work. Okay, I guess they go into his hand. Let's see if I do this right. Whoops. Don't want to lose this gun. His gun belt's a little, or the holster's a little loose. The gun itself's not loose. It just got the whole thing, holster kind of flips around on his body. As I try to get these on, bear with me 1 second, boys and girls. I'm having a problem getting his claws onto his hand. I'm assuming there you go. There's 2 sets of them. So we'll gently, very so carefully. I don't want to break a finger or his hand or anything, or the gauntlet themselves. There. So they go on the back of his wrists, and there he's got his claws. So he can attack like a falcon. Again, Chip can go perched. I don't know where Chip's supposed to go. Okay, there's a hole there, or peg there. But I don't see. Oh, gotcha. So on the back of his wrist, his left wrist, is a little hole. So that's where I'm sorry, not Chip, that's his name. General Ledger goes perched on his arm. Turn your arm so you can. There you go. So there's Raptor with General Ledger sitting on his wrist. Very nice. I know Shipwreck had one up on his shoulder for Polly to sit. Here he's got it on, and that's where Falcons and whatever are supposed to go, usually on the wrist. So very nice. And then finally, we have his headgear. Can't have Raptor without his headgear. Very nice. It's a soft plastic. The whole thing's kind of a soft plastic. It sits on his head nicely. There we go. Makes me feel like a little kid. So his headgear sits on his head. So he looks like a giant a weirdo in a bird costume, I believe Cobra Commander calls him. And yes, I will be displaying this when we talk about him. In fact, this Sunday at 1:00 here on YouTube, both at my YouTube, my Headcast and my G.I. Joe YouTube channels, we will be talking about issue 59, which stars the first appearance of this character. So make sure you join us, 1 o'clock p.m. That's California time. The wings, they pop onto his back like so. They fit on nicely. And again, the wings they can fold around as it talked about to kind of help protect them. More of a shield type thing. Or you can open them up. And again, if you're out in the chat, I see a couple people supposedly watching, according to my indicator here. Go ahead and say hi to me in the chat. I would love to hear from you guys. Looks like they're both on the YouTube, the G.I. Joe Royal American Headcast group. So if you're out there, feel free to say hi. I can read your comments on the air. But the wings, they can fold around. They go different angles. He can fly around. I like this. Again, I prefer the soft cape type wings that the original figure came with, just because that's the original figure. In fact, if I had the choice, what I would have done if I had been in charge of this, include these wings plus you can substitute this with the cape type wings that he actually came with. I think that'd been really cool. But again, Hasbro didn't ask me. But yeah, the wings can fold out. They can go full length. Very nice. I like this. Very nice figure. They can go up a little bit, so they can stand straight up. So that the backpack is a little loose on him, especially the wings straight up. Let me see, that's a little better. There we are. So yeah, the backpack gets a little loose maybe, but overall, not bad. Like I say, he's not too stiff. I've seen stiffer. He's not too loose. Like I say, his gun belt's a little loose, but allows it to flop all over where you need it to go. But here is Raptor with General Ledger. Again, I don't know what it is about Raptor. He's one of those characters when I see him, and he did not make a lot of appearances in the comic. Again, we won't get into spoilers what happens with him, but he didn't make a lot of appearances before he stopped. But yeah, whenever I see Raptor, it just makes me smile. I can kind of hide behind the wing. You can't get me, Joes. But this is Raptor. He's definitely going up on the shelf with everybody else. I'll probably put him back closer to the back with the flying characters. But this is Raptor. Did you guys get Raptor? Do you guys like Raptor? What are your thoughts on Raptor? Let me know. Again, you can leave a message down below at the phone number. You can send me an email to gijoe@headspeaks.com. Again, that's gijoe@headspeaks.com. And you can also, while you're watching this live, while I'm doing this, if I can speak, you can leave a message in the chat and I can read it off in the air. But this would be Raptor. Give me you guys your thoughts. And again, hit the like and subscribe buttons down at the bottom. Oh, in fact, look what I have here for Sunday's show. I'm waiting for him to do a classified pogo. I would like that. I've got a regular pogo. Can you see it or not? Find my mic over there on the shelf. I got a pogo. But again, this was the second issue I bought off the stand. As I talk about on episode 58, that was the first issue I bought off the stand. This has been the second. So I think that may be partly why I like the Pogo and Raptor so much and the Cobra Commander Battle Armor, because they were, like I say, in the second issue I bought. So we're going to put that to the side. So, oops, let's go and box things back up. So again, just because I'm anal, I like holding on to things. We're going to box this back up and we'll keep this. And we've been going about 20 minutes with one character. So we'll see how many characters I get through, how many toys I get through today. I'll get through at least two, a G.I. Joe member, a Cobra guy, whatever, a G.I. Joe toy and a Transformers toy at least. So we'll see. So as I try to box this up, and again, I'm anal. I keep the boxes. I've got a box of boxes over here. I'm anal. So that is Raptor. Send me your guys' thoughts. Again, G.I. Joe at headspeaks.com. And I can read your comments on the air if I get anything, or I can read on the main show, wherever I read decided to read it out. So that is the first toy I looked at. Again, I really like it. Out of 10 Yojo Colas, I would give it a 8.5. Because again, on the Headcast Network, we don't mind halvesies. So take that, Delvin, aka Dark Web. So again, it loses a few points. Again, not having a general ledger with wings that go out and not having a cloth cape as like a secondary accessory for him. If it had both of those, that would probably be a 10. I love the figure. And again, part of it, it's my rating. I can rate it how I want. But part of the rating is due to nostalgic factor. I know this. I am smart enough to realize this. So before I get carried away, the next figure I'm looking at is Ratchet from Transformers the movie. Again, I say I'm a Transformers fan also, but I'm more of a 86 Generation 1 Transformers fan. I haven't liked a lot of the other Transformers stuff I've seen, but this stuff, especially the stuff from the Transformers the movie, I'm buying most of it just because, well, I like Transformers the movie, and I don't know, I like these characters. So again, this is the box. We've got the open box where we can see the toy, no plastic. It's an open box where we can see the toy. We got a nice shot of Ratchet on the front with 86 number 23. He's the Studio Series Autobot Ratchet. Lets us know which group he's with and his name. Transformers the movie, it's the line it's with. Get on the side, we get the number 86. Down here, we get the Transformers logo with a nice view of Ratchet on the side. The same one from the front. Here we get the Studio Series. They've got a couple of different series, I guess, through the Transformers line. Number 8623. Another close-up of Ratchet. It's Voyager class. Again, they got different classes for the different, and the different. And I've noticed again, the main ones I'm buying are the movie ones, but they come in different classes also. I don't understand how that works, but it is what it is. On the top of the box, we got Transformers the movie, and on the back, we've got both Ratchet and also in his ambulance mode. And it shows here with him with his backdrop. It says it's 25 steps to transform him from one to the other. I don't know if I'm going to do that today because, again, I tried with Bumblebee last month, and I had some problems transforming him. It's so simple. A child could do it. I think I need to get a child in here. So we're going to go and open up the box now. Again, as I'm opening this, I will talk just to talk. Go ahead and call the number down below and leave a message. Let me know what you guys think. You can leave a message in the chat, and I can read it off on the air. Send an email to transformers@headspeaks.com. I can read it off on the air when I do my shows. Let me know what you think. You can also catch my main website at headcast.headspeaks.com. Again, headcast.headspeaks.com. So I'm going to pull him out of the box. A couple of things here. So I'm going to set him to the side. In the box, we have, besides the toy, I'll set the box to the side. We have the general instructions, not instructions so much, but warnings and cautions. Yeah, who cares? I don't care. I throw those away. And then we got the little booklet that tells you how to transform him. And I think what I need a video to show me how to transform this. Because again, I am just stupid, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, but it shows you his attachments, and it shows you how to transform him from a robot into an ambulance. Again, 25 steps. I have problems with these, so I may not, may not transform him today. But looking at him, it comes apart. Oh, okay. So, very nice. So he's got two backgrounds. He's strapped to a background that looks like the Transformer ship they were on. And then there's the display background these guys come with, so you can set up and display them. Again, this one here is on the ship, I believe from the beginning of the movie. Very nice backdrop for him. I like that. And I like that these come with backdrops so you can display your character. I like that. It's very nice. And again, we have Ratchet. He comes with, looks like 2 guns and then Ratchet. So we're going to go and start cutting them free. Free me. Help me. So we're going to go and free Ratchet. Go and see if I've got him freed yet. Not quite. Haven't cut him enough. Cut that one there. He's all kinds of tied in here, so he doesn't come loose during shipping or anything. Okay, so he's pulled loose. We're going to set him to the side, and we'll go ahead and cut his guns free. That one fell to the, it said fell to the ground, but it fell on my shoe. It fell on my slipper. And that one fell on my slipper. Good shot, Brotherhead. So give me 1 sec. I'm going to go down to my slipper and get his guns. Get that tie out of my shoe. Okay, so I'm back. So again, he comes with 2 guns. And here is Ratchet. Again, he is the medic. He transforms into an ambulance. Oops, got plastic stuck on him. Let's get rid of that. And again, part of me wants to transform it, but I don't know if I have time for that nonsense. Because again, it takes me a while to transform these, and I get them halfway, and then I'm like, you know what, the hell with it. So again, I didn't really have any Transformers growing up. I had the G.I. Joe line, and I just didn't have the money to buy everything. So I skipped out on the Transformers. I like looking at them in the store when I go looking for G.I. Joes. But yeah, I didn't purchase any of the Transformers growing up. So I know one of my cousins back east, it wasn't Brad, but one, I don't think it was Brad, but one of my cousins back east had a Transformer, I remember, because I remember playing with it a little bit, but even then I had a problem transforming it. But so again, here is Ratchet. I feel I need to transform him, but again, I don't know if we have the time for that nonsense. The guns fit into his hand. He's got 2 hands, so of course he has 2 guns. We'll put his guns in his hands. And I need to pull this down a little bit, maybe, so you can see a little better. I'm pointing down my chest playing with it. But he's got 2 guns. They fit nicely into his hand. He's got a little hole. Where's that? There we are. Got little holes in his hand. The guns little pegs just pop into the little holes. So this is Ratchet from the Transformers line. Again, I like it. I like most of the Transformers the movie toys. Again, I like Transformers, I say, but again, I'm more of a Generation 1 fan. Some of the later stuff I'm not a huge fan of. He's got the wipers, and I believe Ratchet was one of the ones, the original figure, maybe it was the Japanese one, was a shell that a little robot or little human stood in and controlled him. This is actually Ratchet from the show, which was a robot. Got little windshield wipers on the window there. Okay, I'm stupid. I'm put him down here on the side, and we're gonna look at the book. Can we transform him? So we'll take a quick try and see. So the first step is the windshield supposedly comes down. Okay, wait a minute. I can't get past the first step, kids. So we may not be doing this today. So again, the windshield should come down. Yeah, it just says the windshield plops down. I may need to look at a video to do this online. Maybe next month, if I do a Transformers 12, I'll get a video and do it. Or maybe I'll see if Mike from the Transformers Facebook group can show me how to do it. Okay, so this windshield goes down. This pops out. Okay, the hood pops out. There we go. His head goes down into his body. A little tight there. Okay. Okay, I guess it goes down to his body. Ooh, I got the first 3 steps done. I'm happy with myself. Okay. So his head goes down into his body. There's little wing sides on the ambulance door pop out into place. See these here? Go tucked in. They go out. And I'm up to step 4. Then this closes back up like so. Oops. Pull his guns out because he doesn't need his guns while he's transforming. That was step 4. Step 5. Okay, it says he turns 180 degrees. So we'll turn him around completely. His top torso turns around 180 degrees. And then, this piece here, the grill drops down. And then his arms, it shows, goes back like this. And his arms are supposed to clap together. Okay, I'll get this down far enough, I guess. And then his arms pop together. And I'm up to step 8, kids. I am pleased with myself. And then this part goes back, I guess. And we twist this 90 degrees, which is like half it. That's a full turn. So that's 90 degrees. And it's looking sort of like the picture. So I'm on step 10. I'm halfway through, not quite halfway through. Damn it. Okay. Okay, so somehow I'm not right. Somehow I'm showing, okay, there's his, where's his feet at? Okay, so somehow, okay, I think I got lost back here because somehow his front bumper, which is here, is supposed to hook into here. I'm afraid of breaking things. A big oaf, and there we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, so his front bumper, there we go, goes snapped into place like that. I'm getting it, kids. I'm getting it. Now the next section shows me that this goes down. Okay, so this goes down. And I'm sure if Mike from the Cybertron page or the whatever is watching, he's probably laughing his butt off at me trying to do this. Oops, his arms came undone. Okay, so this goes down. And then his arms. And see, this is where I start to get lost halfway through a transformation. Maybe they go up. His arm, there shows his arms going down. We got to go down far enough. Oh, no, that's not right. Well, huh. I'm somewhat with it, but this is where I'm getting lost at. It shows I'm supposed to do something with his arms. And I'm getting lost on that step. Again, no one's watching this right now, so. Yes, this is where I'm getting lost on the transformation, on what I'm doing with his arms. Because I put them together earlier, and now I'm getting lost on what to do with his arms. And I'm showing these are supposed to go up. Maybe his feet go up. Oh, okay, his feet pop up. And oops, there's ambulance doors or whatever. This one popped out. I'll go down here. So the legs go up. Okay, that's where I'm at there. The doors open up, and then the legs go back down. See, I'm getting lost at his arms. His arms aren't right. Okay, and at this point, I'm going to see if I can transform him back into a robot. Because I am getting lost. And what I'll need to do is if I can find a video that shows me how to transform him properly. pull his head back out. Whoops. These side pieces go in. I know this is an entertaining video, me playing with my ratchet, but there. And I was able to transform him back into a robot from the half robot thing I had. Ta-da! So again, not as impressive because I couldn't get him into robot mode. We're holding on to these instructions, even though it do me no good. We're going to put his guns back in his hands. And we've been going about 45 minutes. I've got another toy, but I've got things I got to do. Again, today, Fridays, my daughter is in band and my wife's on the band booster. She's the president of the band boosters. So, of course, I help out. Help out my daughter, help out the wife, a whole 9 yards. So I'm going to wrap it up today. So here is Ratchet. And again, he goes on the little stand over here. Turn so you can see him. There's Ratchet on his beautiful little stand. Turn so you can see a little better. Sorry if I'm a little low right now, but there is Ratchet. And he will join Bumblebee and Starscream on my shelf over here behind me as the put together Transformers. Pull this back up. And so today we review put this box away real quick because I like doing that. So again, I'm anal. I'm going to keep the boxes. I'll keep the inside box, put it back inside the box. And I will box these up in the box and put these up for safekeeping. So again, today we've looked at Raptor. We've looked at Ratchet from the Transformers line. What do you guys think? Again, if you like what I'm doing here, hit the like and subscribe buttons down below. Call the phone number down at the bottom. Try that again. 559-500-3182. Just because I like him, I'm bringing him back out. Raptor and Ratchet. Out of the two figures I showed today, which one was your favorite? Which one do you like? Let's put Ratchet back over here on this display. We're going to put Raptor over here out of the way. Send an email to gijoe@headspeaks.com. Again, I am here normally the third Friday of every month for now, doing these unboxings and reviews. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like what I'm doing? Can I do something to improve it? Can I do something? Can I stop doing something to make it better? Let me know what you think. Next, we'll be back with another G.I. Joe character. I'm not sure who yet. I'm eyeballing Road Pig because he just came in recently. I'm still looking at him, but I'm not sure. I've got plenty of Joes to open at this point. So let me know what you think. Again, you can check out my website at headcast.headspeaks.com. Again, headcast.headspeaks.com. What else is there? You can check out, again, normally the fourth Sunday of the month. This month due to being out of town the last weekend of the month, we're doing it this coming Sunday, 1:00 p.m. here on YouTube, same places. You can check out my G.I. Joe, a Real American Headcast. This week we'll be looking at G.I. Joe issue 59, which I showed a little bit ago with the first appearance of Raptor, the Pogo, and Cobra Commander in his battle armor. Well, I showed him last month in the battle armor, but also we got Tunnel Rat and Outback on the Slam. Let me know what you guys think. Join us, listen in. And again, I've got my podcast. I've got Head Speaks where I look at anything geeky. Right now, this next month, I'm looking at the year of 1985. Again, I'm going to look back at the different years in 1980s because, again, that's the era I grew up in. I love. That's when I was a teenager. I'm a big fan of the 80s. My G.I. Joe show, which I've talked about, the wife and I, right now it's on hold due to all the band stuff. We have our Starbright project looking at Quantum Leap. And then my other shows I've got on the feed is the Task Force X, where I'm looking at the John Ostringer Suicide Squad book. And then also the Manhunter. The Manhunter. It was called the Manhunter. Now it's just the Starman Adventure Show, where I look at the Will Payton Starman from the late 80s, early 90s. Let me know what you guys think. Again, join us next month here on YouTube as I look at another toy or two, maybe 3, depends on the timing. And join us monthly on my G.I. Joe Real American Headcast. Also, I'm going to try to fit in some recordings for Bravo Team so we can look at the special missions, because it's coming in every other month. But due to me being off like usual, I've gotten behind, so I'm going to have to be doing the special missions every month for the next little while. But that's going to do it for this month. I've got a closing for my G.I. Joe show. I'm going to jump over and see if I can switch over to that real quick to close this show out. Until next month, remember, I am Brother Head. We will see you then. So bear with me while I try to switch my brands on my end. And, everything changed over to G.I. Joe, because I got to do a new closing for this. But I'm going to go ahead and do the current unboxing I have. You guys have a great day and a great weekend. Okay, yeah, I'm playing with this as I get used to it. When I end the stream, I can actually play the outro here. So I'm going to do that. So one more time with the outro, and we'll see you guys hopefully Sunday, 1:00 here on YouTube.